video on how to find your performance indicators for the district competition. Your first step would be to find your instructional area. On the left side is a chart for all the district ones for this year, but it's also linked on Canvas, and we'll link it on WebEx just to make sure. What you're going to do is find your event on the left-hand side, whether it's a principals event, a team decision-making event, or even an individual series, and then find the corresponding instructional area for it. You will be only doing one role play at the district level, and notice how for individual series it does give two. I would just study both because you don't know which one you're going to get. For the sake of this tutorial video, I'm going to use apparel and accessories marketing as my example, but feel free to follow along with whatever event you're doing. So as you can see, for apparel and accessories marketing, the first one is product or service management, but also operations. We're going to use operations throughout this example. Next, you're going to find your performance indicator packet. So these packets are found by career cluster, so principals, marketing, hospitality and tourism, business management and administration, finance, and entrepreneurship. So by this point, you hopefully know what career cluster your event is in. For example, apparel and accessories marketing is under the marketing cluster. Restaurant and food service management is under the hospitality and tourism cluster, and you can find all of these on the DECA website. But what you're going to do is you're going to find the performance indicator packet for your career cluster. Again, these are all found on the DECA website, or just a quick Google search. You could do DECA, the name of your cluster, performance indicator packet, and it should be the first or second thing that comes up. And just to verify that you're looking at the right thing, because you don't want to study a whole packet that's for the wrong event, on the first or second page, it should list the cluster, but also all the corresponding events. Like it's in the picture here. As you can see, apparel and accessories marketing is that first one. So this is the correct packet for that. Next, you're going to find the performance indicators for your instructional area. If you think back to the table on the first slide, if you remember apparel and accessories marketing, one of the instructional areas was operations. So now you're going to search for any instance of that, like operations or your specific instructional area within the packet. I was just a quick Command F, and then I looked for wherever it was found. Do keep in mind that it might show up on page 5, and don't just study that. Make sure that you look through the whole packet, because there might be another case of instructional area operations on page 26. So just keep in mind that you're looking for all instances of your specific instructional area, but what you're basically studying are all those questions below it. So in this case, explain the nature of operations, discuss the role of ethics in operations. All of those performance indicators are what you're studying. And this is a quick refresher. What do you do with those performance indicators? The best way to do it is think of it like an FRQ for an AP class. You usually define key terms, then answer the question, and then give an example. But in this case, in place of an example, you're connecting it back to your scenario. So for example, describe the use of technology in operations. I'd first describe the use of technology in operations and then connect it back to the role play scenario. So this is for apparel and accessories marketing. So I would be like, in our clothing store, we use technology to do, etc., or whatever the task is. But that's all for this video. If you guys have any questions about finding your performance indicators, or you're not sure about your career cluster, feel free to let us know.